Hello everyone and welcome to Van Tech Corner. In this video, we are going to install OpenWRTs on the Ubiquiti UniFi AC Lite. And actually this tutorial can be applied for all the AC model of the UniFi Ubiquiti, for example, the AC Pros or the AC versions. So right here you can see that the AP is connected to a PoE adapter right here. And after that, it connected to a switch and connected to my working network connection. However, you can still connect this PoE adapter directly to your computers and set up a static IP address of 192.168.1.10, for example, and then reach this UniFi AP as 192.168.1.20. Alright. So this is a general network connection, and let's just proceed with the device on the PC. The tutorial is based on the documentation from OpenWRT.org, and as mentioned previously, it can be applied for these devices. So quite a lot of different devices. So actually we have some different method to install OpenWRT. Non-invasive method using MTDs or non-invasive method using MTD tunes from OpenWRTs and using MTD tune from UniFi, or using U-boot with serial console. Using a serial console will be my last option because I don't want to have any soldering for now. So after spend time reading these documentations, I decided to go with the non-invasive method using MTD from UniFi because this is simplest way that I can follow. However, for UniFi AC Pro, this instruction may not work, and you may need either follow the tutorials or using the serial console way. Alright. From this sharing, I know that for newer versions of the UniFi firmware, the MTD tune will remove so that it will not work and you can't flash the device or something like that. However, I want to give a test on my current device and see if I can use the MTD tune to proceed with the installation. So let's check that. Alright, so this is the OpenWRT running in the main routing router 750GR3, and from the DHCP lists, I can find the IP address of my UniFi AC Lite. So let's copy this IP address and then using PuTTY to establish the added edge connection. Alright, hit enter, and then the default login will be UBNT and UBNT for the password. And here we are, UniFi uap-ac-lite, and we're in firmware version v4.0.21. So let's check if we can access the MTD tune yet. So MTD tune is available. So how about wget? Alright, not available, but CUAR. Yes, it is available. For this method, used MTD is required to use version 3.7.58. However, I want to give a try with the latest version. That's my UniFi AP running. So I will not do that. Alright, so let's have a quick check added edge to your UniFi. So this guy is for the direct connection between your PC and your UniFi AP or the PoE adapter. But in our case, we have successfully do that. And next, copy this file to TMP. So OpenWRT swatch system upgrade.bin. So let's go up and find this firmware right here, UniFi AC Lite. And make sure you install the correct firmware. Alright, let's just click on it. Save. Okay. Okay, so using a tools and transfer it to TMP. So in order to copy the firmware to your UniFi AP, we can use SC or NC if you're using the command line. However, I prefer WinSCP because it has a GUI. So click on the new site, and then the protocol will be SCP. The hostname is 192.168.1.232 if I'm not mistaken. 232, yes it is. Port 22, username root. The username is ubnt and the password is ubnt. So click on this one to go to the top levels and then go to TMP, and this is, so right now this is our firmware. Okay, we can just drag and drop and put it here. Alright, so here we are, OpenWRT. Okay, so let's see what's up. Flash new firmware. Alright, so let's do it together. mtd right /tmp and then OpenWRT. Alright, so as you can see, when I just need to press OPE and then press the tab keys on the keyboard, and it will automatically fill in the file name. So after that, don't forget to input the kernel 0, because this UniFi AP have 2 kernels and they will work in like the failover mode. So make sure kernel 0. Let's double check the typo. Hit enter. And perfect, we are doing that. Writing from TMP to kernel 0. I have no idea what WNE stands for, but let's just wait for it. Alright, so the file has been successfully written to kernel 0. So right now we need to erase kernel 1, because as I mentioned previously, kernel 1 also contains another root file system where the router can boot. So we need to erase that. So for this one, we can just copy and paste and hit enter. Alright, so the kernel 1 has been erased. So right now we need to run this command to set the bootloader to boot from kernel 0. So dd's if device zeros and then of devmtd4. Alright, so let's check out what it is mtd4. Alright, so right here we see that mtd4 stands for BS, and according to this guy, it's a very good idea to write a 0 to the first byte of the BS partition. Check cross mtd for the correct part. The 0 pi will be direct the bootloader to try kernel 0 first. Alright, so that's why we need to run this command, and let's check our mtd layout and let's see if we are in correct one. So cat proc mtd and correct, so BS is mtd4. So now it is safe to run this command. Hit enter and perfect. So right now we can reboot the device. Alright, so before we hit the enter key, this is the UniFi AC Lite and the color is in white LED LED. Let me just hit the enter key and let's wait. We can see that the LED is now off and it turned on again, so the device is restarting. Alright, so the LED is flashing, and after the successfully boot, this UniFi AP will be come up with 192.168.1.1, and we need to accept to the device to configure a static. So meanwhile, I will remove this cable from the switch. So this cable is from this PoE adapter, and then connect it to my computer directly. Let's minimize all trans adapter options. And for this PC, I have two Ethernet adapter. I will disable this one first, and this one right here is the UniFi AC Lite. Alright, so right now if I open HTTP as 192.168.1.1, I should be able to reach the UniFi AC Lite. So advance, accept the risk and continue. So no password. So this is OpenWRT 21.02.1 running on the Ubiquiti UniFi AC Lite. Alright, so the first thing, let's go to Systems Administrations and set up a root password. Hit Save. And then let's go to the system to set up a hostname. AC Lite. Right, select the time zone. Alright, so now we can go to network and then interfaces. And right here, this is our LAN interface. So the very first thing you may need to do is go to edit and then turn off the DHCP server for this one and hit save. Alright. So the next thing we want to do is to set up a static IP address for the UniFi AC Lite. And in my RB750GR3, we have the server start from 100 and end at 150. This is pretty the same for all the device. So we are going to set a static IP address of 192.168.1.50 for this UniFi AC Lite. And let's do that. So edit. Go to the general settings and change the IPv4 address to 1.50, and the IPv4 gateway will be 192.168.1.1. So it looks like we can't commit the IPv4 gateway before we save the new IP address. So it is good, never mind. So let's just click the save buttons and then save and apply. And right now, the change is been applied to the system, but since we're committed with Lucy, it will automatically fall back if we doesn't commit the change. So what we need to do right now is to get this cable, alright, from the PoE adapter, connect it to my network, my switch right here. And then let's go to the network settings right here, enable, and let's go to 192.168.1.50 and commit the change, so the configuration change will apply. So right now the Ubiquiti UniFi AC Lite is running as 192.168.1.50, while my OpenWRT router in the MikroTik 750GR3 is running in 192.1.1. So let me just log in, dump save, and let's go to networks and then wireless to configure the Wi-Fi radio. The first thing, enable them. Alright, so just enable them. And then this one is NAC, click the edit buttons and then channel is 36, let's set it to 40, the width is 80, the default transmit power. And set up the SSID name, this will be AC UniFi AC Lite for example, and this will be LAN So wireless security is with WPA2. Actually, you can go with WPA3 if you want, but I prefer WPA2. So save, and then modify the same. The address ID is 2.4, and then the wireless security, and hit save. Oh, I think I have yet to put the key. Save, and then save and apply. Alright, so the device should be up and running shortly. What is wrong with trainer 40? Let's see, it's all good. Alright, so it looks like I have yet to set up the key. That is what is wrong. So make sure we set up the key correctly, save and apply. Alright, so channel 36 is up and running, and click on this one to connect to it. So OpenWRT UniFi AC Lite connects automatically, hit enter, next, yes, since it's my LAN network. And right here we should see an active connection, so alright, so A66 and A66 all good. Alright, so let me go and disable this Ethernet connection to change everything to wireless. So no internet secure. So let's see what is wrong. Wi-Fi 5 802.11ac. We are still connected to the AP, but let's see. Let's go to speed test and let's run it. Alright, so we have 200 Mbps, and actually this is the limit from my internet plan, so we are good to go with that. Alright, so let's have a final check, see if everything is good. So we have IPv4, IPv6, we have the IPv4 address and the DNS server, so everything is good. So now let's open PuTTY and connect to 192.168.1.50, accept, root, and the password I have set. So UniFi AC Lite running 21.02.1. Let's run Opkg Update, and perfect, it is running. Alright, we can see that we can't run Opkg Update because there's something wrong with. So we can see that Opkg is not working because there's something wrong or something still missing. So let's wget config network. So press the I key to switch to the insert mode, and let's go down to your LAN interface. So right here, hit enter and type in options, gateway 192.168.1.1, and next option, DNS 192.168.1.1. Oh, alright, so this should be good to go, but let's verify if we using the correct syntax. DNS, do we have? Alright, so DNS, yes, we're using the correct one. So, yep, DNS 192. So we are good to go. After that, press the EXE key and then right and quick, and hit enter, and then save it. Network, restart. And let's see if we're still connected. Yes, we're disconnected and connected. So let's run Opkg Update again. Alright, it is still failed. Wget return auto file. Let's try to ping google.com. We can ping, but why we can't run Opkg Update? Alright, failed to download wget return auto file. Alright, so it looks like we have some NSL problem with OpenWRT 21, and one of the solution is to change the URL from HTTPS to HTTP, and then install this list OpenSSL package, and then run the Opkg Update again. So let's try one by one and see if it works. So let me close this one, let me clear this one, and let's go to UniFi AC Lite Lucy. Let's go to System, Software, Config Opkg. Alright, so this is the feed that we have. Let's just copy it. Right, so let's copy and paste the feed right here, and then proceed to change it to HTTP. Hit save, and then let's run update the list. Alright, so we have successfully updated the package database. So right now we can install the package that they mentioned, which is, and then install this one. Alright, so I think we can just proceed with OpenSSL utility, and let's just install it. And this time, let's hope that the installation is successful. Right, so we have successfully downloaded and installed this package. And let's see if we can go back to this one and revert to HTTPS. Okay, so save. And then let's run with command line Opkg Update. Alright, perfect. So all we need to do is change the labels or the feed to HTTP to install OpenSSL utilities, and then after we install that, we can go back and change it to HTTPS. Alright, it works just fine. So Opkg Update already done. So let's run Opkg install htop so that we can monitor the CPU usage when we are running the wireless speed test. Alright, so let's run htop. So we have 121 MB of RAM. So let's run and let's see. Alright, we can see that the device reached 100% CPU usage when we are at 256 Mbps throughput. And let's see why the using that much resources. We can see that the CPU is at 100% when we are running the speed test at 256 Mbps. So I believe there should be something else. So let's run 192.168.1.50. And for this window, let's just run top only. We can see that a lot of CPU resource has been utilized with 250 Mbps internet throughput. So let's go back to the router and see what else we can do. So let's go to System, Startup. And since we're not using DHCP server and DNS server on this UniFi AC, we can safely disable it. So let's search for DNS match. Alright, it is enabled. Let's disable this one. And then DHCPD, let's just disable it. Or actually we can go ahead and remove it from the system. Alright, so if you want, you can just remove the package as well. You can just go to the install section, search for it and remove it. But since we already disabled it, it's not necessary to delete it because it's only used like 122 kilobytes. So before we end the video, let's just proceed with another test. So right here I have a Dell's Optiplex 7010 running, and I will start the iPub3 server as well as the OpenSpeedTest server, and let's see the speed that we have. So this is Firefox. Let me just close them all and go to 192.168.1.165.3000. Right, let's just put it aside right here so that we can see the CPU usage. Right, so it's a lot better now. So we are connected via Wi-Fi, as you can see. Right, A66, and let's go. So we can see that with around 300 Mbps throughput, we have the CPU at 24% CPU idle. This one is OpenSpeedTest. Alright, let's run for another time. And in this time, I will close Lucy to avoid any CPU usage problem. So let's go. So we can see that with 100% utilizations of the CPU, we have 327 Mbps, and we have more or less the same for upload. So let me run the iPub3 servers, and then let's open CMD and run the iPub3 client test on my PC. iPub3 6. Let's go. Alright, so this time with an iPub3 server running in another PC, we have around 400 Mbps throughput. Let's give another round. So around 400 megabit per second bandwidth for the iPub3 test between one of the iPub3 server in my LAN to my computers and connected via the UniFi AC Lite. So let's give a try with a smartphone and let's see how it's doing. Alright, so this is my phone, and let's connect it to the 5 GHz radio. So yes, we are in OpenWRT UniFi AC Lite right here. So let's open the browsers and go to 192.168.1.165 and then the port is 3000, and let's go. So this is my phone and this is the AP, just running nearby each other. And the maximum we can have is 340 Mbps. Alright, so for the upload test, we have a higher result, which is around 450 Mbps. Alright, it's not bad. Let's give it another try. This time I will put it here. Let's go. Alright, so that's all for the test, and we can see that the throughput on the UniFi AC Lite is not too fast compared to the Ubiquiti firmware. So it's maybe I have done something wrong or some of the configurations were not properly set. So if you have any idea what I can do to improve that, then feel free to leave in the comment sections and I will surely give a try. And please note that this is just an installation tutorial video. If you want to configure OpenWRT mesh Wi-Fi or the fast roaming with 802.11r, you can check out my videos at youtube.com/VanTechCorner. And then there would be a video right here for fast roaming as well as the mesh Wi-Fi network. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.